the biggest impact is that of patient engagement or active participation in their care. So what are some of the benefits of using digital health, or what kind of benefits do patients receive from digital health? I think there's a couple like main buckets you could put these on under, but I think the biggest impact is that of patient engagement or active participation in their care. So everything we've seen, I'm from the musculoskeletal space, so orthopedics, physical therapy, that kind of deal. Most of the issues that we see, especially with things like chronic pain, musculoskeletal injuries, a lot of the issues patients have is that there's a bias towards passive treatments where the patient is a passive recipient of care. And what ends up happening is these self-management techniques, self-management education, or management at home techniques, whether it be through exercises or something of the like, ends up being underweighted. And not because we don't see the value of it. The research has shown that active participation and active self-management techniques are much more beneficial in the long term than passive short-term effect treatments like injections or manual therapy or something like that. One of the nice things about digital health is that it allows and it gives patients more maybe self-efficacy in that. Maybe it's something like a wearable or something like remote therapeutic monitoring where there's some sort of accountability, and the patients that participate in that or get access to that actually end up becoming more actively engaged in their treatment, which obviously leads to much better clinical outcomes. There was a 10,000 participant longitudinal study that was done using digital health care or digital healthcare programs for chronic musculoskeletal pain, low back pain, low back pain, knee pain, neck pain. What they found doing the analysis of these 10,000 participants was that participants that were in the digital health programs demonstrated much higher completion rates of their exercises and recommendations, or compliance with their recommendations, much higher engagement rates. They're more likely to show up to their in-clinic appointments when they had them. And there was a significant positive relationship between the patient engagement or their engagement in the activities or in the course of care and pain reduction. Which kind of shows you like one of the biggest benefits that we get in digital health is really that we're empowering patients to become the drivers of their own healthcare, as opposed to passive recipients where they're going from appointment to appointment, maybe with some education and recommendations to do in the interim, and really no way of doing it, or really no way of being either held accountable or given the information to successfully do it. Even if something like a secure messaging platform where the patient is doing an exercise for low back pain, for example, and they notice a little twinge or a little discomfort, if they're able to pop onto the platform and say, "Hey, Rafi, I was doing the exercise and I felt some pain right in my lower back on the right side. Is that normal?" And the clinician can respond and either provide encouragement or some coaching through that issue. They're more likely to remain adherent to that home exercise program, which means they're hopefully going to have better long-term outcomes. So that's kind of the big benefit that I see in digital health. Obviously, there's the whole reduction in costs, reduced number of visits, increased efficiency, all of that. But from like a clinical outcome standpoint, for me, I really see it as the empowering of the patient, using the data, using the access to empower patients to become active participants in their care.